Now we're recording. All right.
Hey,
Welcome back, everybody.
Smash Brothers, SmashCast back.
It's a SmashCast. That's right, SmashCast with the Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
All right. So coming up on Thanksgiving, just about a couple days away.
Oh yeah.
And
lot to be thankful for, brother.
Yeah.
Lot to be thankful for.
And we haven't been on in a while, have we?
No.
It's been just a little bit.
A little bit.
Been
Probably
busy
since your dad passed.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, we went.
Wow.
Yeah, we did one to honor your dad.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. I think
Didn't
we
even
did that
know
at the penthouse last time we were.
You're right.
We did that at the
we
penthouse.
did. We did.
Yeah.
Yep. It was too far after that one. So yeah.
Right.
So yeah. Well, it's good to be back. We're
yes, it is.
We're actually getting ready to head out to a wonderful
great event.
Yeah, great event. Really, it's every year. Our guy Ryan Kennedy, amazing promoter, marketer, great guy, big heart. He's having the Sam's Kids event, Camp Out for Coats. Right here in the town of Newport, yeah, and it's going to be cold. It's going to be chilly. We're not hanging this year, though.
No. Smash Brothers.
We can't do that.
Smash Brothers ain't doing no 2-hour live set. Nah, bro. Smash Brothers getting there, hitting it, We'll be there for the parade. It'll hopefully be a sunny day. They'll be happier, But hey, I applaud anybody camping out tonight, brother.
Oh man,
I was in Scouts for 25 years, and you talk about camping on a cold night, wet ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tents, no cabins, tents.
No, I know. And then today it's damp. It's damp out. I think it might even be raining. Is it still raining?
It's raining. It's going to rain at 8:30.
Yeah, it's going to rain.
Thank God they got the tent for the event, but when they break out, the rain will have to stop. I think it's supposed to stop around like 8:30.
Yeah.
8:30. So,
but it doesn't matter though. It's all for good. Raising goats. The goal, I think the goal is like 2,000 coats, and we're already up to 1,548, I believe.
Wow.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. Even still, if nobody stays overnight, the thing is look, it's all for the kids. And I will tell you that I've been involved for the last 4 or 5 years, and I'm shocked to learn the poverty levels within the local areas, but it's just not poverty. It's about the kids with no coats. And I said this before, you don't know what it's like to be cold and go to school. I never had that, and maybe most of you never did either. But
no, I never had that.
No, we always had a coat. Always.
And it's always a good feeling to get a new winter coat. We talked about that on last year's podcast for when we were promoting this event.
Yep.
It's just a great feeling. It gives you confidence.
It does.
Plus keeps you warm, but it looks good on you.
Yeah, it looks
good.
Like
get a new winter coat. Man.
Right. I know, man. It's special. Yes. And you don't realize it because, hey, we've been fortunate enough that we haven't had the want for a new coat. But these kids, not only did they get the coat, but they get it delivered. We go to schools, drop them off at the school, the smile on the kids' faces.
Oh, it's
priceless,
great.
Priceless. So, you got to pay attention to Sam's Kids.
National event. It's a national event.
Yeah, TJ Hanna and the Harvey Hanna teams put this together. Ryan operates is really close to Ryan's heart, so good for Ryan.
Yes, very nice man, very nice person. Glad to get to know him in life.
Class A.
He's a great guy to get to know at the stage of my life, anyways.
And by the way, he's same birthday as SB1 here.
Get out, the 18th.
18th. Oh yeah, hey, look, he's January.
Look, guys, you guys are 3 days older than me. All right,
I know, right?
We're gonna say. Well, you are. I think he's a lot younger.
20 years apart.
Yeah.
I think it's what it is.
Yeah, I got a good friend like that I coach with. 20 years apart.
Yeah. And my lead tech.
His birthday is the same day as mine. Yeah. January 21st.
There you go.
20 years.
20 years.
20 years difference. So
now,
that's Smash Brothers.
My lead tech, Corey. His birthday's 118.
Get out.
No, seriously.
Big day. 118.
118.
A lot of things broke.
That's right. A lot of things broke. 118.
Speaking of new birthdays.
Birthdays. Yeah. My man. Right here.
SB2.
He's brand new grandpa.
I joined the Grandfathers Club on October 10th.
Yeah.
At 8:03 a.m., man. My daughter Maria Rose and her husband Nathan, they had a beautiful baby bambino boy. George, Carmen, Gio, they're going to call them, named after his great-grandfathers. So George was Nathan's grandfather. Carmen was Maria's grandfather, Marguerite's dad. And a great name. I love his nickname, Gio, G-Man. It's just a great baby, doing what babies do. And he had a great checkup and everything.
Yeah.
The family's all happy. Parents are doing great. grandma, grandmas, man. It was so good to watch you go through it. You and Patty and Marguerite's the same way. She was there 3 weeks, this and that. I go down, help out, cook some meals, relief support, whatever I can do, man. It's just a beautiful time of the year to have a beautiful bundle of joy. God bless. God bless.
I tell you,
and Marie, Nathan, you're doing a fantastic job, man.
Yeah.
Great new parents. Just like Kelly, Steve,
they got
when they got a baby, Hannah, beautiful home, same thing, man. We're very fortunate, SB1.
Absolutely you are.
To know that our grandchildren are coming and being born into loving environments, just like you said prior to, some people might not be able to get coats and this and that.
Yeah.
You think of everything. This Thanksgiving season, that's what you want. You want to be thankful for what we have,
right?
And thankful that we're in a position to help others along the way.
Exactly.
So one day they return things, right?
True.
Think about all the help we got growing up. Think about how great the Scouts was to me in organizations.
Scouts, schools, kids, parents.
The things that impacted you and made you a better person. Yeah. And to be a part of things. And this is all a great thing. And we're so blessed, man. There's nothing like that's the grateful thing I'm thankful for, SB1.
Well, that's like I said,
family, friends.
That first experience with having a grandchild, that was something. I mean, I knew that would be very special for you, as it would be for anybody.
Yes, I appreciate that.
It's a game changer.
Everything's different. Everything's happy. People you see, it's like you said. Yeah, it was funny. You said how the world changed for us when we became fathers. Yeah, and we talked about that. That was our Super Bowl, and we'll never have anything like that again. You know what I mean? When you hold your child right after. I mean,
right.
To see my son-in-law's face coming down the hallway to get me and Marguerite to go see Maria. I said, "You were at the Super Bowl, weren't you?" Because we had those conversations. And he goes, "You could just see the look on his face, man.
It's true.
It was really nice. It was really cool."
But it's seeing the grandbaby. That's a whole nother, because that's, like I said, that's legacy.
Oh yeah,
that's your children producing new children, and your name, life, history. It goes on for a whole nother generation, and that's so important. So you got to look at, well, how do I want to be? How do you want to be remembered? And now all the things that come into place. Well, I want to be that loving grandfather. I want to be. Absolutely. I want to be there to the. You just.
It's the greatest. It's awesome. And SB1 and SmashCast 1 came down for a nice visit.
Oh yeah,
they were on a week getaway, and in Harrisonburg, so they shot over to Manchester, and it was a great thing. Got to see the baby. Patty was such a big help during the baby shower with Marguerite, and then we all went golfing. What do you think Smash Brothers were going to do? We all went golfing with everybody. The dad, the big Nathan, the uncle Michael.
That's true. That was the last time I golfed.
That was the last time you golfed. Yeah, exactly.
I kept thinking the October rock and roll event with Paul Cares, but no, it was the shower. The baby shower.
Well, we golfed at the baby shower and rock and roll. What was in October? You're right. That was the last time we had golfed together. Yeah, was at the rock and roll.
No, well, the
baby shower was August.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, man! I lost all of that.
When you told me Hannah was 5 today, I lost 2 years. You only lost 2 weeks. I lost 2 years. I mean, my God, you're at least in the same freaking month or a couple of months. I'm on 2 years. When you told me that today down at the penthouse that Hannah was 5, I almost fell off the chair. Because I'm usually pretty good with dates and things like that in my memory. Right. Oh man, my gosh, man! God bless her.
Yeah, beautiful. We're getting ready to head out to the Mouse House in a week, so that's going to be an adventure and celebrate her 5th birthday down there.
Oh, I know, man. You got.
No, she's got
a beautiful trip lined up.
She's got it all lined up with the Cinderella breakfast and whatever they want to do.
Oh, you guys will be in the castle then.
I think so. I think she's got a castle visit. Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on, but. It'll be fun. Yeah, my mom and pop-up will be the babysitter while they go out and have a nice dinner and let Kelly and Steve take their time. And
right. That's right. Take your time. Go have a lot of dinner. Then have a snack after dinner. Just leave Hannah with you.
Right.
I know what you're scheming.
That's it. That's
yeah,
it.
man.
So,
That's I can't wait for those days. Oh
yeah.
my God, I'm saving the money up now.
Oh yeah, you got to.
I'm
You
saving.
got to.
I'm saving money now,
That's
man.
it.
I'm dead serious because I want to travel. I want to travel. Good travel trips.
That
too,
mouse
man.
house. That mouse house is expensive.
Oh,
So, you know.
everything's just expensive. Smash. Well, speaking
Remember
of that, we had a nice, beautiful golf trip the other day. Rums Point. Get back to some golf talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were down there, Rums Point. My God, was that course in prime shape?
It was beautiful, and you know, I was able to play the one day with you guys.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, it was great to get out. And then even though we had 33-mile-an-hour gusts coming at us, you hit a shot, and then you look up there, and the ball's going. It's just taking off from left to right, whatever. If you can't play the wind, your knockdown shots weren't even counting. It doesn't matter. But
it was unbelievable.
I mean, we
shot in the 90s too.
Yeah.
That was everybody shot in the 90s and played good golf.
Yeah, we did.
And the big joke was for 3 days I couldn't elevate a ball in that high wind and everything. I was hitting it up.
Then you start hitting it. Then you start popping them up.
Straight up, it was unbelievable. I couldn't elevate a ball for my life. The other 3 rounds, still shot at 90. So it was a great thing here. The Southern Brothers. We talked about that a couple months ago.
Yeah,
we had that other trip. Met as the rest of the Southern Brothers, Ron, Don, and met Greg, SB1 here. And we're going to put everybody together. We're going to get the Southern Brothers, the Smash Brothers, +1, -1.
Yeah. NetZero.
NetZero. We're getting the whole squad together, go out, and we're going to have a nice trip down the road.
I think the people need to know what +1 NetZero is.
So
we have one person who will remain silent. We won't divulge the name, but he's our +1. And then we have
John,
your brother. He's -1. So we put them together as a pair, and they come out NetZero.
Yeah.
+1 and -1 is NetZero.
So that's their name.
That's their name. That's NetZero.
So we got NetZero Brothers, Smash Brothers, Southern Brothers. It's a brotherhood of golf. I mean, it's phenomenal. And just to think, we got Jeremiah back in the mix.
Yeah,
he's coming all the way up. From Pinehurst, him and his wife are going to move back north. He served our great nation, military. Finished up his career at Fort Bragg, and then now he's done with all that. He's coming back. Him and his wife got roots here. His family's doing well. Son-in-law serving our great nation in the military. Speaking of that, my son-in-law re-enlisted. He's going to serve our great nation back in the U.S. Navy. Yes, so he's back in the Navy, and then that'll give us more, when he's away, because we already talked about it, don't worry about anything.
Yeah.
Like you never left. Bang. Nothing, no steps are missed.
Yeah, he keeps the same rank and all that, right?
He keeps the same rank and everything, but, because you're a new father, you leave for weekends, a couple weeks at a time,
Sure.
And we already made that commitment.
Oh, yeah.
We already made that. You don't have to worry about it. We'll be there for weekend duty and the summer duty. So
that's right. Yeah, you get 2 weeks.
The Lord keeps me on this planet. That's where I'll be. Man, that's all I pray for.
We'll have to come and play some golf down that way. That's all it's going to be.
Well, we'll play the Blue Ridge. We'll play the Blue Ridge Mountains.
I won't miss that one.
Cool, man. We'll get that together.
I'll take. He does his 2 weeks. I'll do my 2 weeks now.
Yeah. You were there. You were there. Smash
I did them. Yeah.
Smash Brother served our great nation, and I guess what? You know what? Would be a good time to honor, since we didn't do one, to honor our veterans, both veterans and present military folks from Veterans Day on the 11th.
Yeah.
Of the 11th day, 11th month at the 11th hour. Let's honor them now for all our veterans, serve our great nation, their families, and have a great moment of silence for them in their honor. Thank you for your service. Thank you, SB1. Great soldier here, Air Force.
And Jet Tech.
Yeah, man.
And Flight Line. Jet Tech, Flight Line, Jet Tech. Let's put it that way. Birds come in hot, get them out.
That was pretty cool, too. Well, we went down to, took that trip years ago to Williamsburg, and then we went around to the air base. Then we go to an air base.
Langley.
And we visited some of your friends.
Brian Hopner.
We got into the hangar and we spent a little time with him that Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago. Brian actually passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You go back. There was 4 guys. There was Frankie, Rodriguez out of San Antonio. We visited his parents' house, and they fed us fresh deer, uh, like a Mexican deer dish that was made with deer or had deer with it,
Right.
because it was a 1 day allowed out of off the base. And then there was Sonny. He was an older guy out of New York City. Hopner. He was also out of New York City. Brian was a guy that we hung out, and he taught me how to play pool. Or actually showed me not how to play, but just
to get better. We always played pool.
We really had
at 18.
We had a couple of hustles because Brian could play. Yeah, so Brian could play, and of course I'd be the setup guy to get him in something.
Right.
And then we'd win a couple bucks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So Brian, that's what Brian was doing. So yeah. So we that was old flight 78, flight 78. I think it was flight 79, 3079. 3079, I think that's what our flight was. Okay. So yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, good stuff.
That's awesome, man.
So
this on a story.
Right. So it was all good times. But man, we had so much going on. It's even hard to think. I mean, you've been busy. I know. Yeah. I've been busy. We had Paul. Look,
Paul's Cares Appreciation Dinner the other night. Get together.
Yeah, and I think the Smash Brothers, we spread our wings a lot. We're always moving. We're always into something. If it isn't for me doing the shops and him doing AC Capital, we're volunteering our time here. We're working with this group. We're going here.
We're trying to improve processes for people. Get involved with stuff. Elevate people's businesses and lives.
Yeah,
and especially their golf game. And to have fun.
I think we're just trying to stay young. I think it's we're not getting old.
One guy, and he's a friend of ours, Biggs, Rick. He always said that. He goes, "Hook, you're just addicted to people." And I am, man. I love. To hear the stories, the people, be around people, the positive energy.
Yeah.
And think about all the great people we met throughout our time in the past 9 years.
Gosh,
if you think about 9 years ago to where we're coming into 2025, how much everything has grown, elevated around us.
Well, it's
just phenomenal. And it all was centralized with the game of golf.
Yeah, a lot of it comes with golf. I love reaching out and seeing people. And I think that's a pretty good point. I mean,
it's a great sport.
Both of us have our respective industries and trades where we came from.
Oh yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
Not to cross pollinate into business, but recently I just had this episode with people shooting down one another. Not talking right, and and we talk about how we grew up, right?
Right.
All right, and so if we're going to say something, there better be some meat behind what we're saying, and if there isn't, then it's just all fluff. And this is what I had a beef with some of my colleagues and online friends. Talking about, look, you can't tear down a person, man. They're your colleagues. They're in the business. They go through all the BS that we all go through. I said, it's not good to tear them down, and it's not good that if something new comes, hey, look, you learn about it, you study it. But one of the things that I think I want to emphasize to our audience is that the way we grew up, we were thick and thin with our friends.
Oh yeah.
Thick and thin.
Yeah. Thick and thin. Controversies after controversies.
Didn't matter. We were still there.
We were still there.
We still call each other up.
We still call each other up. Go out, do something, have a beer. I get all that,
Yeah.
And Smash Brothers, to see your video that you share with me, and to take a stand on someone who might have been, because I never realized how much people do put the value in social media, do put the value in on this, social media, the communications, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, the videos, and people get rated, think that their lives now are very influenced by this, which is so true. And there's a whole world out there, and people get crazy about something that's not right because it reaches millions of people or thousands of people, and the truth could be distorted. And that was good that you took a stand like you did of honest criticism and in a way that somebody can look at that and say, you know what, this guy's got it right. This guy's got a point. And you know what? He said it in a manner that you better understand his point, because you're right. Go back to the game of golf. We build each other up on golf shots, right?
Yeah.
We compliment each other on golf shots.
Right.
We have positive energy during the day because we want to make it a relaxing sport, a fun fellowship, this and that. Now you translate that to the business world. I think everybody elevates everything. That's what you were trying to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't shoot somebody down because they might have a different approach.
Exactly.
That they may have a different idea.
That's right.
That they don't like an ideology. They have their own ideology.
Yeah. And we can argue at it all day.
You can argue.
But
argue,
at the end of the round, we're all going out, we're going to have a beer.
Right. As long as it stays that way.
Yeah, it stays that way.
You know, but then when you get down into the weeds and then you cross lines,
then
that's a different story.
Yeah.
Then
if you're going to hurt somebody else,
then it's a different story. And then you have to cut those ties.
Yeah.
And I've always said it's hard because it breaks your heart. But when one door closes, another opens. And you just have to walk through that door. Everybody talks about breaking ceilings and this and that. Like, everything's so monumental. I mean, when, you know, you do it and you do it, and guess what? You elevate others. You know, look at Donald Trump. That's a prime example right there. That man's been persecuted, shot, left and right. And he rose above it. Went down to Fulton County, got his mug shot. A multi-billionaire man with his status, the president of the United States. He saw all this injustice, and he stood up for it. Well, guess what? He's a hero in my book because he went against something that was not what the norm was. And guess what? He elevated people, and he won people's minds and souls this time around because you see the numbers with everyone. He attracted the people. And, you know, we are all crossing into business, politics, but it all gets to the thing. Don't tear someone down. Yeah. Donald Trump, they try to tear him down, and now he's the president of the United States. So I hope this fellow that you were sticking up for, I hope he becomes the most successful guy, other than you, in your group of business owners and shop owners.
I think we need that. We need that shot of whiskey. Right? We got that bourbon right now.
Yeah, we can do that. We can get that bourbon. That's a good bourbon. Heaven Hills.
It was good.
It was a good taste of bourbon. But you know what I'm saying? All I'm just saying is that we want people to be elevated. It's a breath of fresh air that you see people who want to be elevated and have a great life. And we have a great nation.
You want
to do it.
You want people to be successful.
And successful.
And, you know, but you want to be ethical with morals.
That's all.
Gotta have it.
That's all.
Gotta have it.
And don't try to change it. Don't try to distort stuff. Don't try to make you look like Lucifer's brother if they get a shot to, because people are so right. Well, guess what? That's been all beat. That's been all beat, bro. That's beat down. Boom, right in the heart.
All right, enough about all that, man.
I'm fired up now, bro. Let's go run a mile in this ring. Let's go run a mile, brother. Let's go run.
Hey, we got started down that rabbit hole, man.
Oh, bro,
we can keep going. Let me tell you something.
We're all excited here.
There,
everybody's excited to Smash Brother Camp.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, so we got. Hey, you know what? Though we have news about our spring or summer trip down the Bourbon
huge.
Trail.
Oh my God, Jeremiah is putting a trip together. This guy is so down to details.
He's Army, right?
He's Army, 26 years Army.
Right.
That's right. You're right. Detail. We was worried about the transition between homes being readiness. That's why that house wouldn't work, because we got this beautiful cabin on the outskirts of town in Louisville, Kentucky. Can you imagine all of us just out there on this big farm, have a big cabin and 3 acres of land, no one around us?
Did we get +1 on this one?
+1's coming. +1's there.
+1.
There.
Oh, baby.
+1. He's all in. He's all in.
Did you tell him about to reveal who +1 is when he goes?
+1 stays anonymous.
+1, you can't do that, buddy.
Yeah, he's a family member.
Oh, if we could just say
+1 will become SB3 Block. He sits right here in the middle, right here. Look,
but he's going to be behind the screen, and we're going to have to shadow him out somehow, you know. +1, we know you're listening.
That's a good one. We could do that.
Yeah,
we could have him here behind the screen, and then he could just talk.
But
and we'll muffle his voice.
Yeah, we have to do sound.
So just get him on, and then we'll negotiate with him. That'll be And then he'll get his SB3 stuff. All right, so we'll give him stuff. We'll give him stuff as long as he's.
We'll get his SB3 honors back.
He'll get SB3. He will have earned it.
Because there was people. But let me tell you, SB3, people were actually clamoring to become SB3.
Oh, man, there's a lot.
We're getting a lot of offers. We're getting a lot of offers.
A lot of activity.
A lot of offers are on the table.
Offers and activity for SB3.
Telling you, it's not just money; it's a lot of other things too. It's trips, vacations to Hawaii. We've turned down a lot, haven't we? We have though, man. They've come in hot. We got a stack of offers somewhere around here. I don't know what it was, but
oh my God, that's beautiful.
There you go.
Yeah. What, like a stacks of offers?
Stacks of offers right here. Look,
man.
It's even on a to-do list.
Oh man,
to-do list right there.
Number one, get +1 to come into SB3.
+1, you got to be ready to be SB3. Or
that's good. That's good stuff. But we got a lot of great. That trip's going to be all golf. And then we're going to take tours of distilleries, and we're going to eat. We're going to get barbecue food. We're going to go out. We're going to go out to that cabin and just pretend like we're back in our 20s and 30s, bro. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things won't be written down on that trip.
What goes in Kentucky stays in Kentucky, right?
But it'll be all golf related.
It's all golf related. You gotta tell them we're way too old to be doing it. Just playing golf, eating, drinking, and going to bed.
Oh my God, we had so. I'll tell you what. With this trip with the Southern Brothers down at that apartment at Rum's Point, and for you golfers, I'm going to share this right here. You guys got one time in your life. Pick up the phone, call Rorick Associates. They own all the golf courses, and they'll book that trip for you to that golf apartment. And it's affordable, but to be on a course at night, after it's all closed down and in those rocking chairs, sipping your bourbon, having a cigar, whatever, beer, and just seeing nature. Like last night, we watched the storm roll in.
Yeah.
And the fog roll in, and just to see everything, the bay, the houses, everything lit up. A half hour later, dark as the night. The moon blocked out. It was awesome. And the night before, we saw the moon come up over the trees.
Yeah.
It's just a great thing, man. So experience that in your portfolio of golf experiences.
Yeah, if you haven't stayed,
you haven't stayed at the One Point
they have an
apartment. It's fantastic, man.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
And it's a deal. It really is.
It's a deal. You got Newport Bay right down the road. They remodeled their whole golf club.
Or Admiral.
You got the Glen Riddles.
But
that South Point Road, that Ocean City Golf Club is right down the road, and they got good places to eat that stay open all year. You know, like Rum's Point, if you rent it out late fall or winter, or something like that, or late winter, you ain't gonna get no food. But Newport Bay, they're open all the time. They got great breakfast sandwiches. Tiffany's a great barmaid. She's beautiful. Just makes great drinks, great person. We had a lovely time. The chef, he's unbelievable. Everybody was so happy, gave him $20. We spent more in tips than what our bill was. The only times that's ever happened when we bought Mike Connor's dinner that night at Tony Dominic's.
Oh, yeah.
It cost us all about, $55 extra dollars. And we bought everybody's dinner just to get his dinner.
Right.
That was amazing.
Yep, it was. That was incredible.
Well, that's what we did. Our tips, what we left, everybody was so happy with everybody. Thanksgiving, we just said, you know what? Let's make somebody's day.
Yeah.
And the chef came out. He was so appreciative. It was beyond belief, man. It was a great experience.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, man.
That's what the Smash Bros are all about.
That's what the Smash Bros are all about. And this game of golf, which we like talking about, and we like get a few things in between. We just like talking about anything going on in our worlds, really, and what's happening. Golf just happens to be one of them, and it's an important thing, though. It's important. It's an important thing. Absolutely, yeah. We definitely bond and do everything over golf. Meet so many friends, have so many laughs and dinners. It's just what the experience is all about. And then we bring it back home, and then we talk about what's going on here in the local scenes. Well, I'll tell you what, the 2024, I don't think I spent too many nights in Newcastle County.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I think between Lackawanna County, Frederick County, Sussex County at the penthouse, Florida down there. You
were our number one guest. So.
Oh my God!
We got the room already named and reserved for me.
The new bedroom. That's it. That's right. That's beautiful.
Yeah, we finally got the Patty's. Yeah,
nice,
she's
man.
got the new bedroom done. It's
King
beautiful
size
looking.
bed and that, got the buttons up and down.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
I know. I don't
sweet.
even have that on my bed.
You know what I mean? I've never slept in a bed.
She told me she couldn't. I go, well, what about me? You know, I'm second rate. I'm second rate.
Matter of fact, when I get the Queen's beds, I'm going to get those frames
Yeah,
Patty got.
Yeah. I forget the name of the bed. The new.
I'll find out.
Oh yeah, man.
They call Patty Buckley, man. That's another thing. I'm serious, man. She's got to get something. She's got to get some consultant business or something.
Yeah, if you ever
she'll help out people's lives, and she won't want to make much money. She'll just want to help people out. I swear to God, she gets so much joy just bringing joy to other people's events. It's just spectacular to see. I witnessed it firsthand. So did my wife Marguerite. Well, she knew that prior too, but I never really did. And I can't say enough how Patty made it. She made the baby shower.
She loves doing this. She just loves it.
It was a regular event that turned into a major event with her ideas of decorating and how the logistical things go and everything's set up. And
she made that train with all the diapers.
With all the diapers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Smokestacks.
It was phenomenal, man. And she did all that. She put it all together. Brought it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, she just to her credit, it's amazing.
Beautiful.
She designed our outdoor porch.
That porch
all by herself, everything.
That's right out of Beautiful Homes and Gardens. They just come here to do an episode for the spring view. I'm serious.
She's in the other room now.
Come out here,
springing, doing up the Christmas decorations.
Oh yeah.
She's taking down the fall. She's even going to go down to the shop. I said she's going down to the shop Monday to take down all the Thanksgiving stuff and put the Christmas stuff up, and then the following week we got to go to Disney. And I got home and I said, how about if I had the boys just take it down? No, it has to stay up for Thanksgiving. I can't take it down before Thanksgiving. I go, you're going to put a pressure on yourself. I got to have it up, and she'll go down and she'll take it down.
Are leaving Monday, coming back. Wednesday, right?
Something like that. Yeah, this week here. Yeah. But she loves it, and like you said, I told her many times, well, why don't we start like a business with it? Me, I'm going to say, well, spend time. She goes, no, but she goes, no. She goes, it'll take the fun away from me. I do it for my heart. I go,
and it's and she does, and and that's a key word. One thing about business, and that's what you might have a good point. Business is something that you do. I mean, like Patty's business, if she did ever do it, would bring not only revenue and cash flow streams. Right, that's one thing, and that's all good. But the joy and the creativity and what others would experience from that would be more better than what she would be paid for. You know what I mean? People enjoy paying money because they're getting a product that's not only going to be good, it's going to be spectacular. Yeah. It's going to be great.
Her arrangement
and their events are going to have that punch and kick.
And they'll have that
pop. That's the word I'm using. Pop. They'll have the pop. They'll have the pop that they're looking for.
And they'll have a unique situation, a unique.
Oh, hell theme. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And every one of her arrangements would easily go for $300 and $400.
It's all from up here. Yeah. She does it all from her just reading, and looking at magazines, getting ideas together, connecting thoughts and patterns. Yeah. That's a skill. That's an art.
I say it is.
I've seen it live. I've seen it in the porch.
Yeah, you did. You witnessed it.
I see it in the porch. Yeah. That porch is phenomenal.
Yep.
And she followed her heart on that and got with a really good contractor friend of ours, Das Home Improvements.
That's right. Yeah.
Danny, and he's a hell of a golfer, and I'm linked up in his golf outfit. I got to meet his good friends, Chip and Tim. Oh my God, those guys are great. And they took me into their group, and we got 2 trips planned already. We're going to go to Orlando in January. And Dano got a beautiful Airbnb. And then we're going to play some golf, and then we're going to go on a couple fishing trips out of off the boats. And then we got one lined up in Myrtle Beach at Timmy's Aunt Mert's house. She's got a beautiful condo block off the beach. And we go down there, and we'll play Lighthouse Sound, Rumps Point. The courses, they like the War Admiral, or the Glen Riddle courses. War Admiral.
I like Glen Riddle. I like Riddle,
and it's just a historical thing with War Admiral, Man of War.
Well, you got the practice track right there.
You got the practice track, the history, and the time frame. And that's just it, the time frame. people were going bad, this and that, and they took love into horses, 3 horses, Seabiscuit, Man of War, and War Admiral.
Yep.
Changed the country around until Secretary, 30 years later?
Came around.
I don't know. I'm not much of a horse race guy, but I can tell you the history, which I love, and those horses always, and then we play golf there. You know what I mean? That's cool.
That's it. You know what's weird about
That's
that?
cool.
That's the only course. That's the only golf course I know that has their own Ruth's Chris.
Yes.
A steakhouse.
Ruth's Chris is right on site.
Yeah,
it's
right
good.
on site.
Right on site.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Very strange. I mean, normally see a Ruth's Chris in town or at a resort or something like that, but no, here it is at a golf course.
You know what? That is pretty cool. Yeah, I never stopped and really thought about it like that. That is pretty unique. Yeah,
very
we have
unique.
A major steakhouse chain located right on a golf course.
Yeah, I know.
That is pretty cool.
Right.
Oh, it is. The
clubhouse.
area is great. That whole area is God's special gift to the state of Maryland. Now that we have, states and stuff, states. But I mean, that land was there before statehood. But I'm just saying, the God's gift to this land. It's just beyond belief. That whole area.
I don't know, man. I gotta say, Fair Hill, Maryland is pretty unique too.
Fair Hill, Maryland's a beautiful state.
Yeah,
Maryland
really
is a great state, man. You got everything in that state, from mountains, farmlands, big cities. You got a lot going on in Maryland. Good golf courses, oceans, beaches.
Yeah,
you got it all. A lot of fun. A lot of good people. I'll tell you what, the people of Maryland I met over the years, tremendous.
Well, I think it's special because
very special people.
Look what we have. We're right in the heart of everywhere.
We are.
We can hit the Maryland Eastern Shore. Greatest, I think, the best seafood around. For crabs and shellfish and all that
you
stuff.
Go down to what's that island? Hooper's Island or someplace. They you got to call in. Think about that, a major seafood place, because it goes with seafood, steak, and chops and prime rib. You got to call if you want this cowboy prime rib. I don't know what it's called. It's like a 2-pound prime rib. You got to order that like a couple weeks in advance.
Yeah.
They're serving 2-pound prime rib pieces, like for $40.
Yeah.
Or they used to. I don't know.
Yeah.
People drive 3-4 hours to go get a prime rib. I really wanted to do it, just never got a chance to do it. We always talk about doing it with the Wilsons.
There you go.
We never done it.
Oh, then there's Easton, Maryland, which has all the crabs and the crab meats and all that stuff. And then
you got that.
What's that?
By the
Shinkatig, all that. So there's a lot.
Crossing.
Yep, that's an Assateague,
Shinkatig,
Ocean City. Yeah, I mean, there's so much to do, and then
a lot of activity.
Living here in Delaware, you're only 50, 60, maybe 100 miles away from either direction, and.
Speaking of Ocean City and Maryland and everything, I want to give a big shout out today. Don Wilson's wife, Danielle, and her sister were out there, Dina, out there in Ocean City today, and sent pictures with them only 1 people on the beach. The sun was out. It was like 35, 40 degrees, but they were the only people up and down Ocean City. They're there on the Little Sisters retreat weekend to get together. Great sisters, great family. Danielle and Dina, the mother passed a while ago, and the dad, Mr. Crawford, he's just a great guy. Great guy. I love both parents, Mr. and Mrs. Crawford. Great people. But anyways, I was in Ocean City with Don for the beginning of the week. Now Don, Danielle's with Dina, and they're in Ocean City, so it's a big draw for people.
Yeah,
it's a draw. I mean, that area, it's a big draw. And why do we go to Myrtle Beach all the time when we got Ocean City right there?
We got we have better golf courses, I think, and without the drive.
You put Baywood in that mix. I pay Baywood, even though it's our big trip, $185. But you think about that $185. We ain't got to drive 12 hours.
No.
We're playing a premier golf course in premier times.
Hey,
you want to pay.
Maybe from that. There's a place to stay only 2 miles away from Baywood.
I know. Oh.
Just saying.
Oh, Smash Brother, get a little activity. I like where you're going. But Michael might not like it.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I'm ready for that chapter of my life, but I appreciate it. It's good. Now I gotta be. Yeah, those guys that do a great job. We know a couple of Franny's friends. Our good buddy Franny Simeon, who's the mayor of everything. A couple of his buddies from his neighborhood work there, and they're nice. Everybody's nice in Baywood. Anywhere you go.
All right, Baywood.
It's interesting. on the flip side, because I just thought of somehow we've had probably, what would you say, all our experience of golf. Okay, somebody might hit into you, somebody might do this, but actually there was a twosome walking, a couple, and this is we were playing War Admiral, and there was a guy
this week
on the golf trip, and there was another gentleman that got grouped up with them. So I guess they just didn't like it or whatever. So the starter came down because he's told us go ahead because they couldn't find everybody. So we're getting ready to tee off, and he said, "Hold on, the threesome's gone out." I said, "Oh, great, that'll even be better because we're a foursome." So we're okay. So that got all worked out. And then the guy, the man, the couple went to the guy that got joined with him, said, "We don't want you golfing with us."
Huh.
Actually, my brother-in-law, Uncle Jay, heard it.
Really?
And Uncle Jay, he was like taken back.
Yeah.
The starter heard it. The guy's a total jerk. And then after he walked around, the guy sitting there like he didn't know what to do. So we all said like, "Yo, bro, that was the most ignorant thing ever happened."
Wow.
And they heard it firsthand. We were just secondhand. I mean, I've never heard somebody just tell another golfer that got linked up with them. If I was the starter, I would have said, and it was not my fight, but I was almost going to make it my fight because the guy was a really nice guy. I would say two things happen. Either he golfs with you or you get another golf tee time because we're run the show here.
Yeah.
And we're putting this gentleman with you. Right. He's got his own cart. You walk. If you don't want to talk to each other, you don't want to talk.
Right. Yeah.
But you could not be that disrespectful. Golfers aren't that disrespectful.
No.
And like everybody
and plus,
says,
isn't there, I mean, they have the right to put a foursome together.
They got a right to do anything. You're paying there, and they got the right to set the schedules and the tee times.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So this single came in, and they were trying to get him out, decent hour, decent time, make money for the course, everything, the starters, the guys getting the carts ready. And a very nice gentleman. It wasn't like he was off the right. Coming from Venezuela or something. This guy's an upstanding guy. He's a good guy, American. And some guy, like I said, the starter even said it. 19 years in this business, I never ever heard anything like that.
Plus one bat phone.
Bat one. I don't know. We got somebody calling.
We got somebody
calling. Ronnie. Look, Ron Fioravante. Yeah, he said he was going, "Hey, Ronnie, if you're listening, that's a long 2 minutes for the call back. I'll call you tomorrow morning." Ronnie. He's another guy. We got to meet him. He just brings so much fun. And he's just the greatest guy. He is the greatest.
He can't work a phone to save his ass.
Oh my God, I love that man. I love
hilarious.
I'm so glad. And that's how this thing all started. He recognized Greg years ago on a golf course at Porky's because they recognized each other from playing hockey with their sons.
Yep.
When you guys were all into
roller hockey with the Ellesmere Bulldogs.
There you go.
Yeah,
so all these great ties, and getting back to the point where 99% of the time it's a pleasant experience and you make great people. So there's a difference where you're in a sport where something happens bad like every 20 years. A guy says, "I don't want to play golf with you." That's just flat out ignorant.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. God spare me from that because if I heard that saying, because that guy had an attitude anyways. You could see like you've been in jail. All like I got all right. I'm with my wife. I'm all good. I'm the big man with the battery operated cards. I got all this. But he's a good guy. Whatever, playing golf. Yeah. But that was disrespectful.
That doesn't sound normal at all.
No, it's not. It wasn't normal.
Shame. You don't get that on a golf.
And Uncle Jay was so cool. He because the guy was taken back, and there was Uncle Jay right there to pick him up.
Uncle Jay was swinging his. He was hitting shots. Great, man.
He was making shots. He was making shots.
So good.
Yeah, like I said, if I could hit an iron like you and Uncle Jay, I would never hit. I mean, these guys are making iron shots. 160 to 190, maybe 205. I had seen when it was 5 iron.
Yeah,
in the right condition. That 205.
I had an approach on 18. I hit a hell of a drive. Went down center. I took the wind out. Came down center lane on the fairway, and I was a little to the right of the green, but my approach was angled left to right. So I'm coming in, and I took out my trusty 5 iron. And I just really had a great lie. And I hit this thing about 195 yards right on the green.
Phenomenal.
To be on in 2 on this really long par 4. And I was just said, I looked at that thing. I always give it a kiss. I love that 5.
Oh, you stung it.
So yeah, the 5 and the 6, man.
40-foot putt.
I made a 40-foot putt.
And you made a 40-foot putt. 40-foot putt. It was unbelievable. You had great shots. Ron played very well.
Yeah.
Don for having his hip replaced. That's the first time
I didn't know that. I didn't know his hip replaced.
He just had. We were all saying that was the big joke. We were all getting operations and sending the bill to Uncle Jay.
Yeah, there you go.
Ray John was hitting. We were all going to get new hits.
You know, Ron. He brought that homemade spicy scrapple.
Oh, mod on. He treated us with some major stuff for food.
I don't know. It was a family friend had a farm, and they don't sell this. They don't sell the scrapple. But I'll tell you what, if they did, they'd be well beyond their financial means right now.
That scrapple and country sausage, because we had 2 days of country breakfast, straight up country breakfast with fresh eggs and everything, cooked to order. We crushed those breakfasts, and then SmashCast
I came down
the last day. And Thursday,
you hooked me up with
I cooked it.
A breakfast for all of us to remember.
I had to do it. I had that sauce left over.
Yeah, tell the story.
Tell the story.
I'll try. You back me up.
I'll back up. You tell the story.
We're back.
Is a great story.
So we're back. This is like when we're like maybe 9 or 10 or something like that, right? So
9 or 10.
I'm from Alvin Park. I'm down the hill from where SB2 lives, and in Cleveland Heights. And so I'd always walk up, and these guys were hanging out at Cleveland Heights. Me, I'm solo down at Alvin Park, so I want to go visit friends. So I'd come up, and I'm the guy. I'm like the stray dog that's getting all these dinners and having family dinners with everybody. So one night, I'm with my brother here, and we're at his house, and his mom's making eggs purgatory. Eggs purgatory. All right, so she's in the kitchen, and kids in the kitchen, and all of a sudden we're sitting down and we're eating, and it's just us 3, his mom, him, and I, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden you hear this door open up, and his dad comes in and he goes, "What the hell?" He goes, "What the hell are you doing here?" Or something like that.
You're gonna wait for Christmas.
You're gonna wait for Christmas dinner too, right? So
I would look at that. What the hell's going on?
And so I go I gotta get the hell out of here, right? Yeah.
We crushed dinner. We finished dinner. Yeah. Eggs purgatory is.
I was in purgatory.
Yeah, well, we were. I know. You start out in purgatory. Can you imagine a dish called eggs purgatory?
I know, right?
So it's eggs cooked in tomato sauce, and you cook your sausage prior to all that.
Yeah.
Then you put it in tomato sauce, and then you break your eggs, put them in there, and put them in the oven. Let it cook for like about 40 minutes. The egg cook because it cooks real slow in the oven, but that egg gets unbelievable. And you put a little mozzarella on top.
Right.
It's delicious. And in them days, you got the Fonzo's bread with that.
Right.
To dip in the sauce. It was unbelievable. So I made pizzas the night before. Fast forward 45, 50 years, whatever. So I'm saving the sauce, and I've never made that dish. I always talk about it.
You did, too. You did.
And I said, you know what? He's coming. SB1's come down for breakfast. I'm going to make him some eggs purgatory real quick. So I did. I saved the sauce, put the country sausage in it. It was awesome.
Delicious. It was delicious.
Cool. You had some bread to dip in.
Yeah.
We had a good day.
So that's the story behind that one.
That was a good one.
Oh, it was a good one.
That's what I'm saying. We go back 60 years, man.
Oh yeah, man. That's how far it goes back. So
it's unbelievable.
It really is. So, well, look, I'll tell you what. We're coming up on the 6 o'clock hour here.
Really?
Yeah, we are.
Wow, man,
we got to get down to Camp Out for Coats.
Camp Out for Coats with Ryan.
He's a little bit Ryan Kennedy. Yeah, he's the guy. So
awesome,
well, we're going to try to get some other episodes up and some other surprises too. Now, if you are a listener to the Drive Safe, Drive Smart podcast, yes, from yours truly, running on Sundays at WDEL and WDEL.com, you're going to have a cross-pollinated guest host with me, the one and only, and we're going to talk about safety, like fleet yard safety. And this is for all contractors out there. When you think about safety for your team, for your fleets, what to do, how to look at your trucks and equipment in the field or in the yard, one or the other. my main man right here is going to be spitting out some great facts, some safety tips on the Drive Safe show. You can tune in at WDEL.com, and you can download the Drive Safe, Drive Smart podcast.
I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be all in a good tone and not different than this. And,
no, a lot different.
A lot different, because it's life and death when you're in these facilities driving around. It's a shame that girl got killed a couple years ago. Hell, about 11 years ago, out there at B&J's. Remember, got pinned up with the forklift.
Well,
and it was terrible accident. She died right around this time. That's why I thought about it.
Well, what gave us the idea for this was we were driving out, right? And the lights on trucks and the people who were there supposed to be giving directions. They're not, actually like a stoplight, but they're holding the stop sign that goes from slow to stop. They're like on cigarette break or something, with nobody commanding traffic. You got two ways, you got one lane with two-way traffic coming through it at a construction site. And I said, you know what, man, you talk about drive safe, drive smart. I said,
right after we talked about the concept at the penthouse.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
We drive out and
we have our first example.
Lo and behold, right there. Right in front of our eyes, and we said that was a sign from God that we got to do this show together. No one got hurt through that, and we want to prevent anything. Man.
Yeah,
that's.
But it was just some of the things to look at.
The speed limit's 25, and
like why is it 25 on corporate campuses and stuff like that? There's a lot that goes into it. So we're going to discuss that and a lot more on that show. So anyway,
tune in for that. That'll be a good one.
So this is what the Smash Brothers do. We're everywhere.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. We're everywhere. Want to be everywhere. That's the thing. We want to be everywhere. Yeah. It's like we want to be there. Yeah. We're going to do this show. We're going to go do another show, talk another 2 hours.
Right. Down there. That's some more interviews. Hey, but also, I got to announce, I got to talk about Paul Cares and the room down there. All y'all, if you want to hit a nice evening out with some good entertainment, you got to check out the room at Cedar Grove with Paul at the Paul Cares. I volunteer for that.
Yes.
And I do the interviews. If you go to the YouTube channel, Paul Cares YouTube,
interviews of the musicians,
the musicians and artists that are coming in. Check out the latest one is on Claudia Heuser. She's amazing, a great talent, excellent singer, songwriter, and she's an excellent businesswoman. She has her own brand of coffee, which, by the way, is just absolutely phenomenal. I had some in an old-time coffee pot, like
a percolator.
I
got one up in the Poconos.
Oh, my God.
I percolate coffee all the time. It's awesome.
Best tasting coffee. Very, very good.
And it's hot.
Steaming hot. Like you gotta let. I can't remember last time I had let a cup of coffee settle down a little bit.
It comes out hot.
So
a little, cream in there.
Yeah,
Irish cream.
Yeah.
Sambuca. We're not talking about your 50-50s or whatever.
Or half and half. We got half and half plus the half.
We're going right to the booze. Or I should say right to the bourbon.
Where's the SB3 at, man?
I want to talk about drinks. I need a drink.
Plus one. Where you at, man?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get going here. As always, thanks again for putting up with our stuff over this last 45, 50 minutes or so. We appreciate everything. We'll be back in our own time, but maybe sooner than later as the winter comes in. We get near the holidays. If we don't hear from you or see you, please have a safe, happy Thanksgiving, happy Christmas or Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Hanukkah, whatever you want to do. Kwanzaa, you're gonna do all that. Yeah.
Get it all in there, man. It's America.
It's America.
Celebrate your holidays.
Celebrate you.
Celebrate you.
That's it.
Live good.
There
Live good in America.
All right.
God
Signing
bless
off.
America. Peace and love.